Hello! I know I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to have a new video this week because I'm moving into college for spring semester, but I really wanted to put something out, so I figured that it would just be easy to film another sketchbook tour. So this is sketchbook number 11. My last video was sketchbook number 12. I will link that if you guys want to go watch it. So this one was done directly before it, and I finished this October 1st, 22, or I started it October 1st, 22, and then I finished it June 17th, 23. So this was over last summer. I am very, very proud of this sketchbook, or the second half of the sketchbook. The first half was very rough. I was really struggling. I was going through a really difficult period with my art. And then about halfway through it, I kind of fell in love with art again. So it progressively gets better. This is a sticker from a show that I went to. It was a band from New York. They were very good. This is just off of Redbubble. This is by Ellen Torrey. Then I don't know where the other ones came from, but just random stickers. Okay, I'm very excited. This is my intro page for the sketchbook. I look nothing like this anymore. It's really crazy seeing that. I look very different now. This is an older drawing of Petra, my spider Sona, and there she is again. These were plannings for the intro page. I haven't really gotten to talk about these guys much yet. This is my other group of OCs. They are from a story that I just refer to as like the Mutationums, because that's the name of their race in the story. I'm going to do a whole nother video talking about their story because they're really, really special to me. I've been working on this story for a really, really long time. But this is Felix. This is Elliot, this is Smith, this is Melanie, and this is Ash. Yeah, I have this idea that in their story they go to this big gala that's like kind of to celebrate them and their powers and everything, and so I had the idea I wanted them all to like wear this like very traditional, like in their like culture from where the Mutationums come from, they like have this kind of dress that signifies like what their powers are. I did some digital pieces of this scenario, and maybe I'll put them up on the screen somewhere. But I really, really love this drawing. This one particularly laid the foundation for this one. I'm gonna put it up right there. But yeah, I really like this drawing. This page in particular I really like. These are Riddler drawings. I remember this was in October because I was really excited for the Riddler Year 1 comics to come out. Now it's over. The series is over, and it was phenomenal. They were a masterpiece, like the writing and the art and everything. It was great. But I did this because I was really, really excited for Riddler Year 1 to come out. This was like a refined sketch for the planet, or for the intro page. This is a drawing of one of my D&D characters, Jen, who is a changeling. This is their tiefling form. These are just some expression practices. This, I don't know they're at, but it was a TikToker who was using a fisheye lens, and I thought the perspective was really fun, and I wanted to draw it. This is more drawings of Eli. This is him kind of like early story, and then this is him late story. I loved this design. I had never drawn him like late story and what I imagined he would look like. I'm very happy with it though. This is a little acrylic study of an oil painting that I did that I will throw up. I love this little acrylic study. It's also very small, so I was pretty happy with the amount of detail that I could get in considering how small it was. We started working on stick and ink in my drawing 2 class for this, where literally it was a stick from outside that we whittled to a point and then dipped it in ink, and we had to make drawings with it. So I was having a lot of fun doing the stick and ink drawings. There's a lot of them. I really liked this one until I accidentally, like, I got red ink everywhere. But this is like some dunes from a beach near my hometown that I thought that it turned out super great, and then I never took a picture of it before I accidentally splattered red ink everywhere. So I was very sad about that, but it is what it is. These are earlier drawings of Max and Joe. See, like I was talking about in another video about how I really struggle drawing Max. I'm better at it now, but especially during this period, I was really struggling. They look completely different now, but this is when I first decided. I sat down, I was like, okay, I am going to flesh these characters out and make a comic, and that is what I am working on right now. They're so much more developed, both in their design and their characters themselves. This is Magnus Archives fan art. It was a planning for a big lino cut that I did that I will put up on screen. I love this drawing. The lino cut is great. It's huge. Like, it's literally like bigger than I can show on the screen. It's massive. It was so much fun to work on though. I love doing block printing and stuff. There's a little bit of, I think there's a few more planning for block printing in here. But that was one of the classes that I really enjoyed, was printmaking. I love this drawing though. These are more drawings of Joe. These are really like when I was trying to nail down his new design, because I redesigned him a little bit. And then there's Max again. I'm kind of falling into a funk here. Like I said in my first sketchbook tour, when there's only 1 or 2 drawings on a page, it usually indicates that I'm going through some sort of art block. This is initial plannings and writings. This is basically just like story layout. It's super helpful for just getting from point A to point B in a story. This is a drawing of Joe and then his mother. I think this is literally one of the only drawings of his mother that I've done, because she appears a few times in the initial pages of the comic and then only a few times later. She's not a main character. This is torso practice, and then I was testing out, I got some new pins, some like dip pins I was testing out, and then this is thumbnailing for the first page of the comic, and then these are more thumbnails for comic. This is this is Overwatch fan art. I was really into Overwatch for a long time, basically until Overwatch 2 came out. This I think I was doing in anticipation for Overwatch 2, and then it ended up being not very good. But I don't even play these characters, like, at all. I main Bastion when I play, or Orisa. I don't even play McCree or Reaper, but not McCree, Cassidy. He goes by Cassidy now. But I don't, anyway. That's an old OC from, like, middle school or, like, early high school that I just felt like redrawing. This is another redraw of a piece. These I actually found in a book. My school does this, they do this book sale where it's $1 paperback, $2 hardback books. And I just found these old papers in a book. Like, I think the book was from the 50s. I don't know when these writings were from, but it was an art book, and it was how to make imitation gold leaf, which was pretty interesting. The handwriting is so pretty. Oh, this page is rough. I had just gotten some new gouache paint, or were they gouache or watercolor? I think they were gouache, but I was just testing them out and swatching them, and I tried to paint Wembley from Fraggle Rock, and something went wrong. Something went wrong, and he looks really rough. This, I really liked this little gouache painting. I thought it was very pretty, and for some reason, it made me think of Steve Harrington from Stranger Things, so I did just a few little drawings of Steve, because he is one of my favorite characters. And then this is another gouache portrait of Steve. This is Elliot, older Elliot. I don't remember what was under this, but I was really upset about it, so I painted over it with acrylic, and then I did gouache over it, and then I ended up loving this drawing of Elliot, so I left it. This, I was getting into a bit of a gouache phase. They're not very good. I wasn't very good with gouache, but I was just starting to use them. So this is Melanie again. She has fire powers. This is just a random portrait. This was a portrait study from Pinterest. This is Petra again, my spider Sona. there was this thing going around on Twitter, I think it was, where it was like, draw your baby girl in this pose, and it reminded me kind of like of Velma, and she has glasses. So anyway, this is Miles from, yeah. This is Elliot and Felix kissing, because that's what they do. I was working on D&D characters. I just had this idea for like a fawn character that was more goat-like. I think the drawing is really cute though. Maybe I'll do something with that. See more art. When I fill a whole page with swatching, it's art block is what it is. This is more gouache swatching because I got another gouache palette. This is Tails from Sonic. This is, I love Tails. He is my favorite character. I did a Tails cosplay a while back. This is real thick in the art block. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through it. This is just, I'm trying to do something, it doesn't really work, testing some pins, trying to do some more planning, and just struggling. This one is planning for another block print. I will throw it up over here. I was really proud of this. I could never get it to look fully correct, but the final product ended up being pretty good. This is another idea that I had for a block print that I didn't end up doing. I wanted to do a diptych of Hades and Persephone. I didn't ever finish it. Well, I didn't ever turn it into a block print, but the sketches are still nice. This is another one of my Mutationum OCs. This is Theo. I don't know if the other two show up, but there's Anissa and Luca. I didn't ever finish this sketch, but I really like this drawing of Theo. This is a D&D character. Beckett. Beckett is his name. I only played him for a one-shot, but I really, really love his design. It's a little bit Mary Sue. I really wanted a character that had both horns and, like, tusks. So I wanted to make, like, a half-orc, half-tiefling. So that is what he is. And it's very Mary Sue. I know that it's, like, I just wanted to draw him like that, and it is what it is. This is gouache painting of Elliot, younger and older. I hate this. Like, the painting for the older version is fine. Painting for the younger version is not very good. This is not what he looks like at all when he's older. So this page is not very good. This is a self-portrait. This is Kyle from South Park, and then Kenny from South Park. I love Kenny. He is my favorite South Park character. Oof. Ooh, this page is rough. I had just seen Orville Peck in concert, so it was either right before I saw him or right after I saw him, but I really wanted to practice Orville Peck and like drawing cowboy hats, and cowboy hats suck. This little painting right here though, this one's good. This one's good. This one's bad, but that one's fine. Oh, this is during my, what class? Contemporary, this was during my contemporary art class, my art history class. This is a piece called Your Gaze Hits the Side of My Face by Barbara Kruger. I loved this piece so much, and I really just kind of wanted to do a study of it. And so I kind of referenced it and made like an homage to it. This is a painting of Ash that I never really finished. I love this page. I posted this drawing on Instagram, and I actually lost followers for posting Rick and Morty fan art. But it is what it is. I love this page. This is gouache. I painted a layer of like this neon green, like yellow color. You can kind of see it poking through, but it gave the whole thing like kind of this sickly like neon feel, which feels very correct for Rick and Morty. But I was very, very happy with this. I love this page, and I don't care that I lose followers for it because I'm proud of it. Ooh, this was right after Into the Spider-Verse came out. So this is when, basically, from here to the end is like, I finish it within like a few weeks. So this is Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown. I loved his design in the new movie. Spider-Punk has always been my favorite Spider-Person, and seeing him represented it was very different, but it was very well done. So I loved him in the new movie. This is more Petra. I love this little drawing of her. Here she is again. I was trying to figure out her new color palette, because originally she was using like yellows exclusive, like it was light yellow, dark yellow, and then her logo was pink, but I wanted something less feminine, and I just used little pink for accents. But I really like this coloring. And then her jacket is pink. She also has later in her story, she ends up acquiring a symbiote whose name is Chaos. But I like this drawing of her face. The neck gets a little weird. And then I draw her a few times in a Destroy Boys shirt because Destroy Boys is one of my favorite bands, and I just figured it would be one of her favorites as well. I also really like this expression here. I love making expression with like spider suits because there's only really eyes to convey the expression, so it's a lot of body language. Here she is again. There's a lot of drawings of her till the end. This one's really good. The colors here are a little weird, but this one I think turned out pretty good. Here she is again. I was trying to do like a downward shot, like looking down, and I was really mad about it. And so I just did a really quick sketch of what better proportions would look like, just like squishing it and making it further down. Foreshortening is hard. Foreshortening is hard, guys. I also really like this drawing that like shows the back of her jacket, and then there's a few drawings of this spot. This one I think is my favorite one that I did. I was really getting the hang of drawing her in her new style because her hair used to be much longer and her suit looks very different and her jacket was different. But this drawing I really, really like. I'm pretty sure this was a pose reference. I think all of these are like melon suit poses or something. Here she is again in a Destroy Boys shirt. I like this drawing of her. Here's Miguel. My friend did a drawing of Miguel because that was his favorite character, and so I wanted to do a drawing of him too. I really like this one. I don't think that this one is quite right, but I think that this one is really good. And then this one is my version of Doc Ock and my story. Their name is Ollie Octavius. I like this of them yelling. I also love their side profile. Here is more of me trying to figure out like my Doc Ock. I like their color palette a lot and just kind of showing how their mechanisms work. They have a very love-hate relationship. Mostly hate, but sometimes they kiss about it. This is Astrid Beetle. She was another character in my Spider-Sona and Petra's universe. She was originally, like, I made a whole, like, original superhero for her. Her name was Honeybee, was her character, because all of the characters in Petra's team were, like, bug-themed. So hers was Honeybee, and it was kind of, like, wasp adjacent. But I had this idea of her being Black Cat in the universe. I don't think I'm going to follow through with that, but I just did this drawing of her as Black Cat that I really liked. These are redraws from my original, where I first drew Petra. This was her initial designs. If I can find it, I'll put up the drawings of the originals, and then these are kind of redraws in the more current style. But this is what Petra used to look like with, like, she had much, much longer. I mean, it's still short, but she has an undercut now. Here she is again. This is a pose reference that I ran out of room for. This is if Petra and Hobie met, movie Hobie met. There would be weird tension, but they would definitely end up being best friends. This is a little cringe, not gonna lie. I imagine that her obtaining of Chaos, because she got the symbiote when she was 18. She got her spider powers when she was 16, and then got her symbiote when she was 18. And then she's 19 in my, like, current story. I imagine it was pretty violent, and she, like, sprouts new limbs so that she's like an actual spider and has 8 limbs. This is only 6, so don't worry about it. But I imagine that she would have, like, full 8 spider limbs, and it like she just becomes more spider-like, kind of like in a body horror kind of way. These drawings aren't great, but it got the idea across. And then this was the final page. And goodbye, see you soon. And I was just so ready to be done with this because I was excited to start my new sketchbook. But yeah, that is it. That was kind of a really fast breeze through of it, but there's not a lot to say about it. Not much happens until like the very end of it. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you all have a great week, and if you are also starting your spring semester of college, then good luck. I hope that you all enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a great day. Bye!